Welcome to pattern making class. I'm your college instructor, Annette Julie, and today we are working on taking a basic back bodice and we are making it into a Blouson foundation, which is increased fullness. So we're going to add a little bit of a flare on the side and we're going to add length to it, and it can become a Blouson top if you have a tighter waistband or you put elastic, and it's a top that has a bit of fullness. So grab those pattern making tools: pencil, pen, scissors, weights, rulers, of course your basic back bodice, a copy of this which you can watch in a prior video, and then we need a piece of paper. Grab some pattern making paper and your ruler, and let's go ahead and add a grain line here at the center back. I'm using the alpha numeric mark paper, so it's real easy to draw a straight line. And we're going to go ahead and place this back here, just up like that, and we're going to make sure that we've added enough room here to put seam allowance at the shoulder, as well as a 3-inch hem plus hem allowance. That looks good. So you could trace this off and lift it up, or you could tape it down. And I really like the taping down version because then you have a copy and you can see of exactly what you did through pattern manipulation. So go ahead and tape down the shoulder until the notch for the dart. This is from high point of shoulder to that first dart leg. Tape down the back neck. You can put a piece of tape here at the center back. Then I'm going to go down to the waist, and I'm going to tape down the waist from the center back to that notch. And that's all the taping I want to do at the moment. I just want to get this in place and keep it here. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a slash line. And I don't have my horizontal balance line, so that is going to be 1/4 of my center back length. So this is almost 16 inches. It's 15 3/4. So a little bit under 4 inches is my horizontal balance line. Let me go ahead and put that in, and I'm going to use that to draw my slash line to. So this is my HBL, also known as the horizontal balance line, which we use quite a lot in draping. Now we can connect the slash lines to the horizontal balance line. So you're going to find the middle of that shoulder dart here. There's the middle of that. And I'm going to draw a slash line to the horizontal balance line. Okay. Now I'm going to connect dart tip from the waist up to the slash line at the horizontal balance line. Now I have lines to slash down here to the tip and all the way to the waist, and I've left this part not taped down so I can work with it. I'm also going to draw a line just like I did in the front, where I went in 2.5 inches at the waist and marked it. And then in the armhole, I went up 3 inches, which in the back is, you have 2 notches. This is up 3 and 3.5. So draw the 3-inch mark from the notch down to the 2.5 inch. This is 2.5 from here to my side seam, and from here on up, that is 3 inches. And you are drawing another slash line. So we're going to slash, which means cut that line. And we're going to slash, which means cut this line. And we're ready to do our slashing. We probably don't need all that paper, but I'm just going to leave it on for a moment. Let's go ahead and do our first slashing. We're going to cut the first dart leg that's closest to the center back. And we're going to go up. This is sort of like imitating a princess seam, which you can see in one of my other videos. And now that we've gotten to that shoulder dart, you can go ahead and cut out on the dart leg. Now we're going to come to the shoulder. You may remove the rest of that dart. We don't need that anymore. When you come to the waist, you may remove this. You may fold it back. You may put an X through it. Many different ways of dealing with that. For the front, I kept it in and I scribbled it out. So there's many ways of dealing with getting rid of the dart. Now, when we put this back together, you can see we have 2 gapping spaces. And what we're doing now is we're closing our shoulder dart. We're lining that up. We're closing it. And I'm taping down my shoulder. And by closing where the shoulder dart was, I've opened all this fullness here in the back because we're making a Blouson garment which has added fullness. It won't be fitted like a princess seam or something with fitted darts. It'll hang loosely. It can bunch up at the waist or hip. Taping things down. But now what I'm not going to tape down is from the slash line over. I still need to do a bit more slashing and spreading. So let's go ahead now and spread our next piece right after I slash it. So from the hem going up to our armhole, we're going to stop, try to keep that together, and we're going to spread this out. And in the front, I spread this out 2 inches. So to keep it balanced, I will also spread this out 2 inches. Put that into place. Tape it down. Gone ahead and spread that 2 inches. Now to give this a little bit more balance, I'm going to go out 1 more inch here at the hem, and I'm going to connect that with my armhole. So I went out 1 more inch here for added fullness. And here was 2 inches. And this was just a spread from the shoulder. Now we can go ahead and add on to our length. You can add on 1.5, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches. I'm going to add on 3 inches for my length. So from the bottom of the existing hem, I'm going to mark down short little lines down 3 inches. Then I'm going to come back with my curve ruler. I'm going to blend a nice continuous hem. Because right now it's going to be jagged and it's not going to be smooth. Continuing to mark down 3 inches from our hem. So I have little jagged lines we're going to continue to connect. I'm going to bring my new side seam down to the hem and grab my curve ruler. Have the straight part towards the hem, towards the side seam. And I'm going to flip it again, the straight part towards the center front. Now we're going to make a nice curve here. We have a nice continuous curved line. We've gone in between the jagged lines and connected them. And that looks really good. So now we can go ahead and change this. This is our back bodice. Now we've changed this to the back Blouson with our added fullness. And in another video, we're going to add a little bit more to this pattern. And this is Annette Julie, and I look forward to you checking out my next video where we put in seam allowance and some more notches.